Dear friends, today we are speaking again about the uh, primary sources, primary material elements mentioned in Abhidhamma. But today we are talking about the most important material aspects of life. That means Jivita Rupa, Ahara Rupa, Hadaya Rupa, Bhava Rupa. These are the four material elements which are very important for our life. Uh, Earlier we have discussed already Bhuta, Pasada, Visaya. Bhuta Rupa, Pasada Rupa, and Visaya Rupa. Then next comes the Bhava Rupa. Bhava Rupa, actually, suppose that we are explaining the material body of human beings, then we can uh, identify different characteristics of males and females. Then, if all the physical things are composed of earth, water, fire, and air, solidity, cohesion, temperature, and motion, there should not be any difference among the females and males. But there should be some element which differentiates males from the females. That is why when we discuss about the material phenomena, we have to explain why there is a difference between males and females. That is why in Abhidhamma, these two material phenomena are presented because Bhava Rupa, Ittindriya, Purisindriya, phenomena of masculinity, phenomena of femininity. These two are material elements. That is why Abhidhamma present these two. Then otherwise, the analysis of matter is not complete. But we should remember that these phenomena are very closely related to the theory of karma in Buddhism. Then Parichet, the Bhuta Pasada Visaya, Bhava Rupa. There are two Bhava Rupas. Bhavo, then Hadaya. Hadaya Rupa. It is the heart phenomena. It is also very important because I mentioned that these are very most important material aspects of our life. That is why femininity and masculinity are very important as far as the human beings are concerned. And this heart basis or heart phenomena also is very important because in modern times we understand that the mind plays an important role in our life. But there are many questions about the basis of mind. Modern sciences normally say that mind is located in the brain or mind is closely related to the brain. But however, Abhidhamma gives a different idea as heart basis. Uh, Actually, this was a big problem because for example, there is an analysis of 18 elements in early Buddhism. Chakku, Rupa, Chakku, Vijnana, eye, form and eye consciousness, ear, sounds and ear consciousness, uh, nose, smell and nose consciousness, tongue, taste and tongue consciousness. You have kaya, body, contact and body consciousness. Then final one is mind, thoughts and mind consciousness. Then all the three are mental aspects: mind, thoughts and mental consciousness. According to the theory of dependent origination in Buddhism, there cannot exist mind alone. Mind, nama, rupa, pacchaya, vijnana, pacchaya, nama, rupa. Mind always depends on matter, matter depends on mind. That means body depends on mind, mind depends on body. Then body or mind cannot exist separately or alone. That is why there arose a question how there can exist mind, thoughts, and mental consciousness without relationship with the matter. That is why in Abhidhamma, in order to fulfill this gap in early Buddhism, presented this hard basis. Because Abhidhamma says that actually in when we introduce a new concept like hard basis, we have to follow two methods, Agama and Yutti. They should present some quotations from early Buddhism, and there should be a logical basis. Actually, logical basis is that I and form are the material basis, and I consciousness depends on them. Ear consciousness depends on nose and the ear and the sound. Like that, for every consciousness, we should have a physical basis. But mental consciousness and mind and thoughts have no such a basis. That is the logical argument that there should be a material basis for mind, thoughts, and mental consciousness. In that regard, they quote one quotation from Patthana, Yang Rupang Nisaya Manodhatuja Mano Vinyana Dhatuja Pavattanti Tan Rupang Manodhatuyacha Mano Vinyana Dhatuyacha Nisse Tan Sampayuttakanancha Dhammanam Nisse Pachena Pachayu. Association cause. As an association cause, there should be some kind of material phenomena. The Buddha has said in Patthana. Depending on that saying, Abhidhammikas say that is not anything else but heart basis. Heart basis means in the heart there is a little amount of blood associated with that portion of blood, mind exists. Therefore, heart basis is very important in Abhidhamma, because if someone asks what is the material connection with or physical connection with the mind, we have to say heart basis. And also, mind is given a prominent place in Buddhist teachings. Therefore, we should understand that it is directly connected with the blood stream. Then, Bhuta Pasada Visaya Bhavo Hadaya Michyapi, that is called heart phenomena. Hadaya Jivita Rupa. Jivita Rupa also is very important because as far as early Buddhism is concerned, everywhere it is mentioned that the personality means 5 aggregates. Rupa Vedana, Sanya, Sankhara, Vijnana, form, feelings, perception, disposition, and consciousness. Out of that, or inside them, there is nothing else. But however, in early Buddhist teachings that we hear normally at the funeral ceremonies, Ayu Usmacha Vijnanam Yada Kayam Jahantimam Apaviddo Tada Seti Niratthanma Kalingaram. It is mentioned in Dhammapada. There are 3 things related to the personality. That means Ayu, life force, Usma, heat, Vijnana, consciousness. When these 3 things leave the body, we call that the person is dead. But the problem arose because of this saying that we have to identify these 3 factors with the 5 aggregates. Because Buddha has definitely said that there is nothing inside or outside of these 5 aggregates as far as the personality is concerned. Therefore, but we cannot neglect, we cannot reject these 3 things because it is in the early Buddhist teachings. Therefore, among these 3, consciousness, so Vijnana can be identified as the 5th aggregate, that means Vijnana. And heat also generally can be connected with the body because living body has a heat. Therefore, heat can be connected with the physical body. But the problem is that where are you? Or life force exists. Then there arose some other problems. Because if we connect the life force with the rupa or form, physical body, but there are arupa jhanas, non-material trances. When we develop such jhanas or trances, the activities of the matter or physical body is reduced. Then if the life force is connected with the physical body in such trances, a person may die. Therefore, it was a problem. And on the other hand, if we connect the life force with any one of the other four mental aspects, feelings, perceptions, disposition, and consciousness, there is one, for example, there is a trance called Sanya Vedayita Nirodha Samapatti. It is called the cessation of perception and feelings. The trance in which perception and feelings are completely annihilated or oppressed. Then because these four mental aspects, feelings, perception, disposition, and consciousness are interrelated. If one aspect is deleted, all are deleted. Therefore, in such trances, in the Sanya Vedayita Nirodha Samapatti, if we oppress these feelings and perceptions, then naturally other aspects, that means dispositions and consciousness, are also oppressed. Then if the life force is connected with these four, in such a trance, person may die. Therefore, the Abhidhammic scholars faced with this problem. Therefore, the Theravada Abhidhamma presented two life forces. One is included among the universal concomitants. There are 52 mental concomitants. Among them, there are 7 Sabbachitta Sadharana Chetasika, universal concomitants. Passa, Vedana, Sanya, Chetana, Ekaggata, Jivitindriya, Manasikara. Out of the 7, one is Jivitindriya. That is mental life force. The life force connected with the mind. Then in this Jivita Rupa, among the 28 material elements, this is also called Jivitindriya, life force. It is connected with the physical body. Therefore, now no problem, because there are two life forces, one related to the mind, the other one related to the physical body. Then when mind is oppressed, but still the life force exists in regard related to the physical body. When the physical body is reduced up to the inactive nature, but still life force is connected with the mind. Therefore, person can survive. Then because of that, this life force is presented. Therefore, it is also one of the very important material elements mentioned there. Therefore, Bhuta, Pasada, Visaya, Bhavo, Hade, Chapi, Jivita Rupa. Then among the 18 material elements, the last one is Ahara Rupa. Ahara means nutrition. That means nutritional essence. That means it is a phenomena, because as far as our daily life is concerned, we know how great service is done by food for the survival of the physical body or material body. Therefore, I think essence of food is very essential for the survival of our physical body. That is taken as Ahara Rupa. Therefore, up to here, Bhuta, Pasada, Visaya, Bhavo, Hade, Nichapi, Jivita, Ahara Rupa. All these 18 material elements are called real material elements, Nippanna Rupa, really produced by the causes and conditions. Other 10 are not real material elements, but they are useful when we explain the material phenomena. But these 8 are called sometimes Salakkana Rupa, material elements with real characteristics, Sabhava Rupa, the material elements with their own nature. We can identify every material element from separating from each other. That means they have their own characteristics. Sammasana Rupa, these are suitable for concentrating in relation to the three characteristics, that means impermanence, suffering, and soullessness, and also Sabhava Rupa, Salakkana Rupa, Sammasana Rupa. That is why these material elements, 18 material elements, are called real material elements or Nippanna Rupa, or really produce material elements. Thank you.